All right, Namaste everyone. Good evening. My name is Lohitji Udyavar from Career Naksha, and once again we are back with one of the interesting topic to share it with everyone who are watching us today. And to this program is powered by Career Naksha and iCares. Uh, we're coming up with a experts to share their knowledge with everyone. So today we have uh, one of our expert, Nidhi Roy, with us, who is going to talk about give yourself the gift of unconditional love, how someone can give unconditional love. What is we're going to hear more about this from Nidhi. So Nidhi is a psychologist and psychotherapist and a self-love coach. So through her practice, Adore Life with Nidhi, she specializes in empowering individuals, particularly women, in creating the change they desire. So, with years of experience of offering personalized online counseling and therapy services, she is committed to providing a supportive and nurturing environment where clients can explore their life challenges, uncover their strengths, and resolve inner conflicts, hindering their path towards self-fulfillment and empowerment. So here we have Nidhi Roy to share more informations, to hear her knowledge, her experience about how someone can give a gift of unconditional love to themselves and to the people around them and to their family, friends, and to the nature, before they leave this universe. So over to you, Nidhi. Can we give a round of applause to Nidhi? And over to you, Nidhi.
Thank you, Rohit. Thank you so much. And very good evening to all our viewers today. As our topic today is give yourself a gift of unconditional love, and I'm a self love coach. So, this is my favorite topic, frankly. Okay, so let's start. So let's understand because many people don't actually understand the meaning of self love, why it is important. So we will just give a brief introduction of what it is. Okay. So, Rohit, can you please move the slide?
Yes.
Yeah. So, if you are lacking something in your life today, okay, so it could be anything, whether it's your body image, whether it's your health, because we all have some or the other issues in our life, some or the other challenges in our life, right? So, whether it's your body, it's your health issues that you want to improve, or simply you're wanting to attract a new partner or a new relationship, or maybe you want to achieve some growth in your success or in your career. So whatever your issues are, whether it is about the finances that you want to build up for yourself, so no matter what is going on in your life today, I believe that if you're not happy with your current circumstances, if you're facing obstacles and blockages on your way to achieving something bigger or better, or maybe reaching that point where you want to reach in your life, and if you're not able to do that, so it that completely clearly reflects that chances are there that you have not evaluated your level of self love. Now, when I say that, self love can clearly open doors to success, happiness, to completing yourself and achieving whatever you want to achieve in your life. So basically, it's complete reflection. Okay, so whatever you want to achieve, if you are not able to reach there, you are probably your quotient of self love is not complete. Okay, now the question is how. So basically, self love is nothing, but it's kind of a platform. It's an important stage, you can say, for you to view the world. And if I say that, like today, your opinion of the world is coming from your quotient of self love. So whatever you think about the world, so let's say if you don't love yourself, if you don't accept yourself, if you don't value your own self worth, so chances are there that you are attracting the similar kind of people, people who will not value you, people who will not appreciate or respect you. And then you may be wondering that, why this is happening with me? Why I am attracting these kind of people in my life? Is this how the world is? you know so as I say, that it is complete reflection. If you don't value you, other people in your life will not value you, right? So this is how people should be. You will probably think that this is not the way people should treat me. Why am I experiencing such failures in my life? The important thing you need to understand is that self love is a journey. So every day you get better and better and at understanding yourself, exploring yourself, and this understanding help you to appreciate yourself, to value yourself, and finally to love yourself unconditionally. So we are definitely going to discuss few points where you can come more closer to yourself. We will not talk about the people around us for in today's topic. We will just talk about ourselves and how we can start loving ourselves unconditionally, so that we can attract the kind of people who love us around us. Okay, so just move the slide, the second one, the next one. Okay. So, what is the impact of self love in your life? I've already explained this a little bit. So, let us ask a simple question. Okay. Look at your closest relationship. That these relationships that you most value, probably there is always trust involved in it, right? So, those people whom we value, there is a trust factor, which is the most important. Can you really love someone you don't trust? So trust is a very important factor for love. Any people around, like whether it is your partner, whether it is your friends. Now the question is that, do you trust yourself? Do you connect with yourself, your subconscious mind, your inner self? Because as I said, that every feeling that you are experiencing, even about yourself, is coming from your inside, is coming from your subconscious mind. So if you don't trust yourself, probably no other people will trust you, right? And in every relationship, trust is the most important factor. So if it is the most important factor in other relationship, probably that trust is also one important factor when you want to love yourself, isn't it? Right? So your subconscious mind, let's say, is kind like a small child. The child who only knows how to kind of download information. So what happens that basically every experience that we go through in our life since the time of our conception till today, whatever little, small, big you have experienced, it all stored in our subconscious mind. So our subconscious mind is the storehouse of our experiences. Okay, so every experiences is somewhere downloading inside us. Even silly things like things like somebody may have said something to you that you were not that was not important, maybe at that stage of point of time when you were very small. Okay, but it's still getting inside your subconscious mind, and based on those information you make beliefs about yourself. Okay, so somewhere it continues to replay in your memory, it continues to replay inside your consciousness also, right? It becomes our beliefs, it settles down in us, and it makes us who we are today. Now what happens is that when you try to do something for yourself, when you trying to achieve something, and if you are not able to connect with yourself, appreciate and love yourself, chances are there that you will listen to that negative self talk going on within you, that you have experienced maybe 10, 20, or 15, or if your age is suppose 40 years now. So you may have experienced that when you were very small, when you were just 2 years old, or maybe when you have just conceived, your mother has just conceived you, not even born. Okay, so based on those experiences, if that experience are stored in us, those experiences become the point of decision in our life today if you don't resolve it, right? So it's all connected. So what is coming from those negative memory is sitting inside our subconscious mind, and our today, our present is decisions are based on that. Our present beliefs are based on those things which has happened in our past. Okay, so every time you want to do something good for yourself, so suppose let's say you want to wake up early in the morning and you want to give up, or you want to give up some addiction to a substance, or that you want to share your life with someone, you want to attract something very important for yourself in your life, or you want to have that beautiful relationship in your life, right? None of this is possible because somewhere your subconscious mind is sending an echo, an inner voice which says that तुझसे नहीं होगा, you can't do this, don't even try. कितनी बार ट्राई किया है, अभी तक सक्सेसफुल हुआ क्या, नहीं हुआ, right? These are all the negative voice which are echoing inside us, that it's not going to happen, don't even try, this is too good for you, or maybe it's too late, or it's too early. So, and with all this voice inside us, what we do, we kind of just not do those things that we want to do, and we are not able to achieve what we want to achieve, right? So there are so many of these echoes running in our mind all day, that we are not able to take the right action, right steps for ourselves. And this is how a lack of self love is creating a confusion in our life, a kind of restriction, or you can say a resistance in our life. So it's stopping us, which is stopping us from taking rightful actions at the right time, at the right direction. So this is how, I'm sure I'm able to explain that why it is important to, talk to that voice which is going inside you, and give that voice a pause if it is not required. If you want to talk to that voice, probably you will be able to make that voice understand that, this is not required, or this is not me. Correct? Next slide, please. The next slide. Now, the important part is that what is the solution? What can we do? I'm sure you all must be having some or the other, negative talks, negative self talk, negative beliefs. Sometimes we are not even aware of our negative self talk. We are so used to of those kind of beliefs and those kind of, self talk, that we are kind of working in an autoplay. Like it just comes, we take our decision, we feel, as if we are not able to do this, and we don't try, even try. So it has become kind of a pattern in our life. Every time we want to do something, and if you're not able to do, probably there is some echo which we are not even aware. There are few echoes which we are completely not aware of it. Okay. So what is, let's come to the solution, and what can we do? So first, turn the slide, please. So the solution lies, first of all, is to reflect on your past. That is spending time understanding your deeper needs. Why they always say that, it's very important to sit with yourself, to know yourself better. Right? We are always busy in knowing other people around us, कि वो क्या कर रहा है, या वो इसने ऐसा क्यों किया. We are always talking, we are always outside. We give more importance mainly to the outside world. But to know yourself, where you have to go, you have to go inside, right? You have to see inside, you have to spend time understanding your needs. So it is very important. And why, what will happen, like how you can do this, you can, as I told you, that all the experiences are coming from the past, right? So it is very important to go back, to reflect your past, to go back to your past, even your earliest childhood, to understand what were the dominant thoughts. So I'm sure we all remember a little bit of our childhood, right? Matlab, exactly ki what were the dominant thoughts, how we used to think, what were our beliefs, what were our opinions, what kind of feelings do we mostly experience when we were growing up. So the simple way to do this is sit with yourself, take a pen and paper, okay, and ask yourself this question: that what were my feelings when I was growing up? Feeling about myself. You can also note down the feeling about what did I think about the world when I was small? What was my struggles when I was small? And if you struggle to find out these answers, you can just go to your, you can just go to your parents. Maybe just think of them, think of what their dominant thoughts are, what their opinions are about the life in general, about people in general. Then you will realize that a lot of your feelings and your opinions come from them, come from your caretaker. Maybe it's your parents, your grandparents, or also your close friends, whom you have spent a lot of amount of time when you were small, when you were growing up. Okay, so you can just sit down with a pen and paper. We can just reflect on your past. It's very important if we want to move forward, move ahead in our life. The first step is to figure out the past, to clean the past. Okay, and how can we do that? We can just sit with a pen and paper and just write down the thoughts and emotions which we experiences when we were small. Okay, and that way, if you do this exercise, you can understand that your feeling about yourself is actually not yours. They are coming because what you were exposed to during your very early stage of childhood. कभी कभी हमने ऐसे लोगों को बोलते हुए सुना है कि आई एम बिकमिंग लाइक माई मदर और आई एम बिकमिंग लाइक माई फादर. Why is it so? Even if we don't like certain qualities of our parents, we eventually turn up becoming and doing things as they used to do, right? Why so? Because our beliefs and our environmental factor plays a very important role, especially when we are small, especially when till the age of 8 to 9, when our subconscious mind is very much kind of absorbs everything, whatever we see, whatever we hear in our background. So it's very important to go to the past to actually see what are the things that I'm taking from that early childhood which is not serving me right now. Sometimes even if you don't believe in the concept of, probably people not believe in past life, but because everything is connected, everything is energy, so chances are there that we have also been born with certain kind of memories and these things. But for now, you just need to go to the past, figure out the things, the thoughts, beliefs and emotions that you experience. So, self love has to begin with spending time with yourself, looking inside you, and giving yourself this opportunity to acknowledge whatever is going within you. And that, after that, you're going to challenge those thoughts and beliefs. Sometimes we just, as I told you, that we are just going into an autopilot mode. We don't even, first of all, we don't acknowledge, and even if we acknowledge, we probably don't know how to handle that, or we don't know how to challenge that. Okay, so we are going to learn that also. How can we challenge it? So first part is reflect on your past. I'll give you one short example which I generally to my clients also. So for example, if there is a belief that I'm not capable of doing anything good. Okay, it's a very common belief which I see, my clients coming with this belief that, कुछ जो भी करता हूँ सब खराब होता है. I'm not able to do anything good or perfect. Maybe you have heard this as a child. You have never you have heard this statement a lot of time in your child, and that's why maybe it is registered in you. And now as an adult, even if you have those skills, even if you have that capability of do that things, do the task, but that belief is stopping you. That belief comes up, that statement comes up again and again, that you never do anything right. And because of that, then you don't feel that confidence in you to do that work. Okay, so now challenge this, all this negative voice which is kind of echoing inside you. And so awareness is there, reflection in the past, and you can just list down all those things that comes to your mind. When you sit with yourself, ask yourself, how will you challenge it? Basically, you have to ask yourself, is this really true today? So what I was as a child, am I the same today? Probably when I was very young, when I was very small, I don't have that ability to speak in front of the class. Maybe now I'm grown up, I have learned all the skills, I can speak very nicely in front of people around me. And if this thought comes to your mind that you're not speaking, you'll not be able to speak clearly or good in front of people, then you can challenge it. Why? Is it really true? What I was as a child, am I the same today? No, right? I have grown up, so I have achieved so much more. I'm educated, I have learned the skills of speaking. So it's not true for you, right? So till the time you challenge it, you will not be able to move ahead in your life. Okay. So challenging negative beliefs is a process that has to be done at least 3 to 4 straight for 3 to 4 months. Every day, sit with your pen and paper. Just note down whatever comes to your mind. Gradually pick up each and every, pick up one belief. Maybe take one belief and then clear that belief. Make that belief workable, possible for you, right? Maybe you can change that belief, and then you can again sit with that pen and paper, figure out other beliefs that you have. So it's a gradual process. You can't just change all your negative beliefs in one day. It's a gradual process. You have to keep that patience. So every day you can take maybe 10 minutes and take one or two beliefs that you would like to challenge. Okay. And as you do this exercise on a daily basis, the subconscious mind will gradually, start to engage and connect with this new version of you, which is more confident, which is more capable of changing its belief, right? Now, the second thing, please move the slide. The second thing is, another important thing is that when it comes to self love, is understanding that negative feelings, because many a times we feel certain negative thoughts and we just kind of ignore that negative feelings, right? We suppress it. And the more we suppress it, at some point of time, it will come back, in a full circle. And then you will not be able to handle it probably. So what we have to understand is that you have to challenge. So this part is done. The next one. So you have to understand that negative feelings don't have to be suppressed. No matter what the feeling is, you don't have to run away from it. You have to accept it. Okay. So let's say that you realize that you have a feeling of fear within you. You fear doing some certain things. Maybe you feel that you are not worthy enough to do certain things. You have an anger issues within you. You get angry very soon. So, no matter whatever emotion is that you want to work on, allow yourself to first feel that emotion, because when you allow yourself to feel that emotion, you kind of send the message to your subconscious mind that it's okay to feel the negative emotions also. You are kind of acknowledging that part of you who is feeling angry or who is feeling sad, right? So acknowledging that part and saying that part that you are safe. You can experience the anger, but still you are safe. It's okay to be yourself. Experiencing anger is okay. Okay. So like this, what we are doing is that you are allowing to feel this way, and you understand how you feel first of all, and then you can connect with that child, that part in you, and let the subconscious know that there's somebody who is actually acknowledging, right? अभी तक तो हमने कभी acknowledge ही नहीं किया. We are angry, we just run away, we just ignore it. But now we have to acknowledge that emotion. That's the first step to actually connect to ourselves in a deeper level with your inner child and with your inner self. Okay. And as you acknowledge it, immediately remind yourself that it's not how I want to feel. Okay. Acknowledging and then changing it. Changing के लिए first step is to that, I actually don't need anger right now. I don't want to feel angry in every situation. Anger is also good in some situation, but constantly feeling angry at everything is not good, right? So acknowledging that I don't want to feel this anger right now. Why should we spend our whole life in anger, irritation, and negative, probably, maybe sadness or maybe some kind of guilt? Okay, we have to let go it at one point, right? So acknowledging is the first step, and then you can just sit with that particular feeling and imagine yourself as, that anger is a younger self of you. ओके. एंड यू कैन टेल दैट चाइल्ड, जैसे जैसे हम कोई बच्चा होता है जो बहुत गुस्सा होता है, जो बहुत टैंट्रम्स थ्रो कर रहा है, so what we can do with that child is that we can let the child know that okay, I understand that you are angry, or I understand that you are sad. And then you can tell the child, that your inner child, that you don't need to be angry to do certain things. Anger is not actually needed. Anger is harming you in certain way, right? And then together you can help the child to let go. You can start those cleaning words like please let go. And as you do that, your inner child will actually become more and more open to accept this idea, and it becomes most kind of vulnerable. Matlab, you can teach your inner child, or you can be with your inner child, letting go of this that anger, and you can just create that space for your inner child, where inner child is acknowledged also, understood also, and the anger is also released. Okay, and this is how gradually we can work with our inner self, first acknowledging the feeling, and then gradually releasing whatever it's holding onto for years. Okay, so as I told you, that when we go through certain experiences in our childhood, we kind of hold that experiences, and we also hold that feeling which we experienced during those experiences. Okay, and because of those feelings, we are holding a baggage. Until the time we remove that baggage, we just put the baggage down, we will not be able to use our full potential to thrive in this particular present moment. Okay, so letting go of all those negative emotion is a very important step if you want to actually unconditionally love yourself. If there is negative feelings stored in you won't be able to kind of love yourself completely. So letting go and helping yourself to just release those negative emotions is the third step. Next is, so I'll give you one example also, which I generally tell my clients, that imagine your inner child playing. Uh, Imagine your inner child playing with a broken toy. Okay, and this toy, let's say, is very harmful for your child. Let's let this, and its child is kind of very attached. So a part of you is very attached with that anger. It doesn't want to leave that anger. So how can you help the child be in more fun and peaceful state, right? It's kind of that kind of negotiation we have to do with the child, so that the child is finally agree and to release that anger. And how do you do that? Right? Acknowledging, talking to the child, and releasing the anger. And this is what we do in therapies when we do inner child, when we just, that emotion goes, and how light you feel when you remove that baggage. So it's very important to remove the baggage of all that negative emotion that we are carrying since years. Okay. And next slide, please. This is also my favorite exercise. So this is another wonderful exercise that will help you kind of connect with yourself on a deeper level, which is just take a small mirror, talking to the mirror. Okay, so hold a mirror in your hand and look into straight into your eyes. And you know, how, no matter how easy it sounds like, but it is not easy for someone who has not done this exercise earlier. Just look into the mirror, straight into your eyes, and smile at yourself. Because your eyes is like a door to your soul. It's a door to your subconscious mind, which carries all that past memories, right? And as you look at yourself, you give your subconscious mind a smile and say, I love you. You are doing your best. And I love you unconditionally for everything. And once you keep doing this exercise, maybe every day, once you wake up in the morning, just looking at yourself straight into the mirror and doing, you can make your own affirmations also. You can say, I love you, or maybe, you are the best, you are doing your best till now. If you keep on giving those, sometimes we feel that, people around us should give us that compliment which we crave for. Okay, why can't we give that compliment to ourselves? It will be more powerful. जो चीज हम अपने लिए खुद करेंगे, it will be like more effective. So try doing this exercise, and as you're connecting, as with this exercise, you're connecting with your inner self, you're connecting with your child. The child will, start feeling that there is something. This is something which I was missing for years, and nobody has told me that, I love you. Probably uh, because when people also tell you that they love you, there is some kind of filter which we use, because as I told you, that the way you love yourself unconditionally, nobody else. There is always a filter which will, you will filter that information. You will not let that information go completely inside you until the time you believe in what you are saying to yourself, you will not believe in what other people say to you. If you constantly tell yourself that you are good enough, okay, and then you will see that people around you will also, you will find out people that you will that will tell you that you are good enough, and then because you're believing in that statement, okay, that has become your belief. And if that is not your belief, if your belief is that you are not good enough, no matter how many people around you tell you 100 times that you are doing good, you're good enough, you will not trust them. So it's very important for us to tell those things which we want to hear, which we urge to hear from other people, to tell it to ourselves first. Okay, and that is how we will deeply connect with ourselves. So no matter how good the relationship in your life are, we are all aware that there could be certain conditions, there could be certain expectations attached in every relationship, right? But you don't want your inner child to also feel this way. So if you love yourself, that love will be unconditional. There is no expectations, right? There's only acceptance. Okay, and how good will you feel when someone tells you that I accept the way you are, I love you unconditionally? Always remember that um, uh, telling this statement to yourself is much more powerful than you hear it from anyone else. So let your inner child get that feeling that it is loved unconditionally. And the best way to do is to stand in front of the mirror, smile at yourself, look straight into your eyes, and say whatever you want to say, whatever you want to hear, actually. Say it to yourself, right? So this is one. And also, the next thing which is also important, the last one, is positive self love statements. As I told you, that make your own statements. I keep on changing my statements according to my needs. So for few days I keep on repeating one particular statement. The repetition is very important. Unless you repeat it several times, because when we do therapies, then we kind of, we put our clients in a relaxed state of mind, and we kind of narrate this statements. But when you are doing it for yourself, because you have several times told the negative things to yourself, वो negative self talk आपने इतना किया हुआ है, इतना condition किया हुआ है अपने आप को, कि when you start speaking something positive about yourself to yourself, your brain, your mind will not accept it so easily. So the thing is that you have to do it repeatedly. It will not be, work in 1 day or 2 day or 3 day. So as I say कि कोई भी habit form होने में 21 days लगता है. It's not correct. 21 days you will take, every day your mind will tell you, question back, okay, what are you saying? If you say that, I love you, you are the best, your mind will always question you on that, कि, okay, you're not the best, come on, वो presentation तो खराब कर दिया था, or this and that, it will continuously stop you from taking that statement inside. But you will see, after 21 days, around 21 days, you will see that, okay, your mind will say, okay, let's try, let's do it. Okay, so at that stage you don't have to stop, you have to do it continuously for another 2 months. That is complete 3 months practice, and then you will be able to rewire yourself, your beliefs. Okay, so it's a gradual process. It's not like, you cannot just do certain things for yourself and expect ki, okay, now I completely unconditionally love myself. It's not that. You have to continuously do certain practices, and it's a gradual, it's a journey. Self love is not a 1 day job, it's a journey, right? You have to every day sit with yourself, be that in the state, in the silent state, and figure out your beliefs, figure out your what kind of conversations you are making since many years with yourself, and then you have to work on that. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So you can just, I'll just give you certain few tips which we are generally do with our clients. So you can just sit with your eyes closed, you can take few deep breaths, you can imagine your inner child, or for this exercise you can also you can also take some of your childhood pictures with you. You can just sit with those pictures, you can hold that picture in your hand, and you can tell those things, those affirmation to that picture also. Okay, simply start telling yourself all that thing you would have wanted to hear more of, like, as a child especially, क्योंकि बचपन में हमने बहुत सारे कई बार although people might have praised us in the childhood, but that time, because our conscious mind is not that developed, we generally grasp, take those things which are negative. Okay, so because we have to change those negative talks, we have to keep on telling ourselves those good words like I love you, I trust you, I believe in you, I understand you, I know how you feel. Okay, feeling, acknowledging feeling is also important. Then I am there for you. Basically, every subconscious mind, every inner self need that protection, need that assurance, which only you can give it to yourself to see that result quickly. Okay, and the easiest way, you don't have to wait for others to tell you all these things. So the easiest way is you do it yourself. Okay, and these little statements will not only help you feel good about yourself, but eventually it will also allow your inner child to know that it's not too late to connect with each other. Okay, as you acknowledge that there is something, there is some parent who is always there with you. The part which is feeling maybe sad today, it can always come back to you and talk to you. Okay, so that kind of connection you have to build with yourself. And this simple exercise, I'm sure, will go a long way in helping you to understand yourself, to appreciate yourself, to value yourself, and most importantly, to heal yourself from within. Because any kind of healing you want, whether it is health, relationship, your finances, your any other area of your life, without developing more love for yourself is not possible, right? Because we always say that remember that world is your outer world is the reflection of your innermost feelings, but the innermost feelings that you're holding for yourself as per your experiences and understanding, start working towards changing this kind of and as you keep on telling yourself those statements, it will raise your self love quotient. And when you become full, you become happy from within, then only the world around you will you will find no matter what difficulties have coming in your all of us have to face challenges, right? But the way you face those challenges, you will see a great difference in yourself. Okay, so life is beautiful, and when you love yourself, it truly becomes magical as well. And that's it for today, and I wish you all the very best, and I'm sure you will all do this exercise and see those change in your self, in your inner self mainly.
Great. It was really great insights and techniques that you have shared. Thank you so much, Nidhi. So, couple of things that given me kind of information, affirmation, positive affirmation, mirroring. All this are really working. And when I practice this with my clients, when I share this insights, so people have a couple of them have practiced, and they have come back and said it's really working. So I believe that whoever watching us now, or maybe the later point of time, so it's very important that you need to practice constantly, right? So it's like people think, okay, so let me try. Okay, Lohit shared something, okay, Nidhi shared something, okay, maybe they have read some article, and let me try this out, देखते हैं वर्क करता है कि नहीं. अच्छा ठीक है, एक टेक्निक वर्क किया, प्रैक्टिस किया, वर्क नहीं हो रहा है. अच्छा, दूसरे टेक्निक वर्क किया, 2 दिन प्रैक्टिस किया, ओके, third day it's not working for me. It's not like that, dear
Right.
friends. So you need to practice this, because our mind is programmed in a way that it's something you're practicing very newly, so it's not adopting instantly. You need to keep on practicing, then you'll feel the result, right? So you should have
Yeah.
positive mindset. So when you love yourself, then then that's the time when you attract people around you. Nature will attract to, towards you, or maybe the people around you, right? So thank you so much for sharing that, the positive things, and how someone can love unconditionally, Nidhi. So it's really insightful and informative. So I believe that all the viewers will take the benefit out of it, and from past half an hour you shared really great experience of yours. Um, I as of now I don't have any questions here in the chat box, Nidhi. So anything that you want to share as a last word before we wind up?
Yeah, so as you said that your outer world is the reflection of your inner world. So you just leave everything outside, just work on yourself and you will get whatever you want in your life. I just believe in this point, and I'm sure if you will try these things, a lot of other things also. You have to be consistent. Mainly consistency is very important. It is not you can't just build everything in one day. So I'm sure whatever we have shared, people will use that. And I would like to hear from uh, all our audience in the comment box how they felt.
Right. Thank you so much once again. And who
Thank
are
you.
watching us, so you can, if you have any doubts, this entire conversation or this session will be recorded and it will be available in our YouTube channel. And anytime you want to connect with Nidhi, or if you have any questions, you can just put in a chat box. Our team will get in touch with you, or you'll be able to receive the answers for your questions. Or if you have any suggestions, if you find anything that you think that you are adding on to love yourself from your point of view, so you can add that as suggestions as well in the comment box. And thanks to ICARS, who is mainly working on mental health and making people ready to support this society, and providing such kind of sessions in collaboration with Career Naksha. So Career Naksha is a tech platform where we are providing career counseling guidance. We are providing career certification for the people who is aspiring to be a career counselor in different fields. And we also help students and working professionals on their career journey. So please spend some time to visit our YouTube channel, website, careernaksha.com, so that you will be able to see a couple of services that might be helpful for you, or maybe the people who is around you. And stay in touch. So next month again we'll be coming back with one more interesting topic that definitely will be useful for you to lead your life. So with that, signing off from this wonderful session. So it was a great connecting and hearing from you, Nidhi Roy. So once again, we'll try to connect with you once again with your upcoming, in our upcoming session with a new topic. Yeah, till then, take
Thank
care,
you, Rohit.
safe.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much
much,
for having
everyone.
me.
Namaste.